After the devastating LA fire, which was creeping up in Eric Braeden's home, we finally have an emotional update on the situation. So watch till the end to find out about it.
Hey everyone, welcome to TrendStreet.
On January 7th, the Young and the Restless star, Eric Braeden, took to his Instagram to share the horrifying situation at his home in Will Rogers Park in LA. His once beautiful backyard was filled with smoke and fire, and the whole sky was looking red. As his area was going up in flames, Braeden and his family had to evacuate his home, and we can't even imagine what that was like for them. While they had no clue how their home was, his on-screen son, Joshua Morrow, was the one who actually gave him an update about it. In an interview with Local 3 News, he said that Morrow broke through some barriers, went there, and sent him the picture of his home.
Joshua Morrow, who plays my son on The Young and the Restless, actually broke through some barriers, went there and sent me tough to see. Lived there for 45 years and it's your home. And you think you're tough, then you see that and haven't shown my wife yet. Don't know whether I'm going to or not. It's tough.
Then, later the next day, Braeden was finally able to take a look at it for himself. In a video with Entertainment Tonight's Kevin Frazier, the Y&R star returned to see what was left of his house, and it was definitely emotional. You could see just his heartbreak all over his face as he got closer. And sadly, the moment he arrived, his worst fears came true. His home was all burned to the ground. Braeden just couldn't hold back and was in tears after seeing what was left of his home.
45 years, man. I didn't think it would hit me this much, man.
He said as he wiped away his tears. He even broke down for a moment, saying how devastated he was.
I'm devastated. All the memories. I don't want my family to see this.
He also pointed out a spot that held so many memories, where he and his son, Christian Gudegast, used to throw parties, especially Christian's high school parties with 200 to 250 people packed in. He said those epic parties are still talked about among his friends. The scene brought back bittersweet memories for Braeden, even reminding him of the destruction he witnessed growing up during World War II.
You know when you watch TV?
Yeah.
And you see all these news coverages of all these people losing their homes? I understand now. It's such a feeling of loss, man. Indescribable. It leaves you totally disoriented.
Even between all this loss, he was still optimistic as ever, saying,
Like after the Second World War, you rebuild.
That's what I was going to ask you. You've
You've
been
got
through
to
stuff.
rebuild. You've got to rebuild. You've got to rebuild.
Then, he even went around what was left of property showing Frazier, like the garage where he used to work out, and his favorite view spot, his backyard. Now, however, all they could see was the burnt hills. Eric's son, Christian, who was in London promoting Den of Thieves 2 during the fire, is now on his way back home. While Christian was supposed to have the movie premiere in LA on Friday, Eric stepped up to represent his son's work, proudly sporting a Den of Thieves jacket. He expressed just how proud he is of Christian, but the heartbreak of seeing the home where he raised his family for 45 years was undeniable. Despite the devastation, Eric is determined to rebuild, not just for himself, but for future generations. He plans to pass the home down to Christian, his children, and beyond, ensuring its legacy lives on. Eric's wife, Dale Russell, really cherished this house.
Organized everything for 250, 300 people sometimes.
She loved this house.
Oh my gosh, she built it. She built it.
While he was able to pack the passports and some pictures in the 1 hour they had to evacuate, he wasn't able to secure the family keepsakes. Now, all he can do right now is just appreciate the wonderful property he has. Eric also shared how he had looked at 30 different homes in the area before finding his current home.
In fact, this used to belong to the house who wrote for Seinfeld.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that until later. and one of the shows that I admire the most. Anyway, I looked through the front window and saw the backyard. I said, that's it.
He recalls.
I knew it instantly. Had no hesitation at all.
Eric's home was filled with wonderful memories, and while it may be all crumbled down right now, he is determined to build it again and fill it with new ones. Oh, and since we're at it, we also want to make sure all the people are aware of the current ongoing GoFundMe scams. Double-check the site and make sure they're not using someone else's videos. Our heart goes out to him and his family and all others suffering from the fire. Let's all share some love for them in the comments down below.
Thank you for checking this video out. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for new videos every day. Turn that bell notification on if you want to hear from us, and comment down below if you've subscribed, and we'll make sure to reply and thank as many of you as we possibly can.